If you have one of these 5 things, God has blessed you. Some people are waiting for a sign from God, a burning bush, a voice from heaven, a miracle they can photograph. But what if the blessing was already here? What if God has been showing you favor this whole time and you've been calling it something else entirely? Today, I'm going to show you 5 signs that God has already blessed your life. And I'm warning you now, these don't look like what you expect. They don't come wrapped in wealth or applause, but every single one of them is evidence of a God who is actively working in your life right now. Let's go. Sign 1. You have a peace that makes no sense. Your situation is hard. The bills are real. The diagnosis was real. The relationship fell apart. And yet, there is something inside you that refuses to completely collapse. You've cried. You've questioned. But underneath all of it, there's a quiet,
stubborn calm that you cannot explain and did not manufacture yourself. That is not your personality. That is not positive thinking. That is God. Daniel was thrown into a den of lions. Not a metaphor, actual lions. And the Bible doesn't record him screaming, bargaining, or losing his mind. He had a peace that his situation had absolutely no right to produce. Philippians 4:7 calls it the peace of God, which transcends all understanding. Transcends, meaning it operates above the level of your circumstances. It doesn't come from your situation improving. It comes from God guarding your heart in the middle of the storm. So if people look at what you're going through and wonder how you're still standing, that's not your strength. That's your blessing. Sign 2. People keep leaving your life. Music shifts slightly.
This one is going to sting before it sets you free. You've lost friendships. Relationships ended. People you built your world around walked away or were removed, and it broke something in you. And you've been carrying that loss like it means something is wrong with you. It doesn't. Naomi lost everything. Her husband, both her sons. She was left with 2 daughters-in-law in a foreign land and told them to go back to their own people. One left, but Ruth stayed. And that one remaining relationship became the thread God used to weave an entire lineage that led to King David. When God is blessing you, He is also protecting you. And sometimes protection looks like subtraction. The people who left weren't abandoned. They were redirected. And so were you. Proverbs 13:20 says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." God doesn't just bless you with addition. Sometimes the blessing is in who He removes before they can cost you your destiny. Sign 3. Nothing the world offers ever fully satisfies you. You've achieved things, bought things, reached goals you once dreamed about, and then stood at the top wondering, why doesn't this feel like enough? The world tells you that's a problem. God says that's a sign. Solomon had everything: wealth, wisdom, power, pleasure. He pursued all of it and documented his findings in Ecclesiastes. His conclusion? Meaningless. Everything is meaningless without God at the center. But here's the reframe. That hunger you carry, that ache for something more, is not emptiness. It's evidence that you were built for eternity. Augustine said it best. Our heart is restless until it finds its rest in Thee. A person designed only for this world would be satisfied by this world. The fact that you are not satisfied is proof that God placed something eternal inside you. That holy discontentment is not a curse. It's a compass,
pointing you toward your real purpose. Sign 4. You have a burden for people you didn't choose.
You feel things deeply. Other people's pain lands on you like it's your own. You find yourself caring about strangers, about communities, about problems that have nothing to do with your personal comfort or gain. And sometimes it exhausts you. Sometimes you wish you could just not care so much. Don't pray that away. Esther didn't choose to care about her people. She was living a comfortable life inside the palace. But when Mordecai told her what was happening to the Jews, something rose up inside her that comfort could not silence. That burden became her assignment, and her willingness to carry it saved an entire nation. Galatians 6:2 says, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." The thing that breaks your heart is often the thing God has anointed your hands to fix. That burden you didn't ask for is not a weight. It's a calling. Sign 5. Close doors that turned out to protect you. You didn't get the job. The deal fell through. The opportunity you prayed for, fasted for, believed for, closed right in your face. And it devastated you.
But look back now. Look at what was on the other side of that door you didn't get through. Paul and Silas were prevented by the Holy Spirit from entering Asia to preach, blocked, redirected. And that redirection led them to Macedonia, where a woman named Lydia became the first European convert to Christianity, planting the seed of the gospel across an entire continent. What looked like a blocked path was actually divine GPS, rerouting them toward a greater impact. Psalm 84:11 says, "No good thing does he withhold from those whose walk is blameless." Notice it says, "no good thing." If it was withheld, God knew it wasn't good for where he was taking you. The closed door wasn't rejection. It was redirection. Closing, as the music rises softly. Here's what I need you to carry with you today. Blessing rarely arrives with a bow on it. Sometimes it looks like unexplained peace in an impossible season. Sometimes it looks like loss that makes room for something greater. Sometimes it's a hunger that refuses to let you settle.
A burden you didn't ask for, or a door that closed before it could destroy you. Psalm 23:6 says, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life." Not sometimes, not when everything goes right. All the days. That means today. Even today, in whatever you're carrying, goodness and mercy are behind you, ahead of you, and right beside you. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are not cursed. You are blessed. And now you know what it looks like. Drop "blessed" in the comments if any of these signs hit you, and share this with someone who needs to see God's hand in their life today. I read every single comment.